Hey guys, the Super Reviews here for another why you should listen to a video. This is the show where I break down Spotify streaming numbers and popularity and whatnot goes. And these artists are just that good. You should definitely listen to and check out the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This artist is great. This band is great. This reggae group is great. This rap group is great. They're such a unique artist, and they're very, very popular. Don't get me wrong, but some people in my circle of friends and whatnot, I just couldn't get into them. I'm like, well, and I never really could have thought of why. And here's why I think, not just for my friends as well, but to check out this video, but because why you should listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, aside from being one of the most successful acts in the world, truthfully, and setting out on a stadium tour this summer, and I have tickets for as well. But aside from that, this is a very, very unique band. Like funk, rap, metal, rock, all blended into one. You hear a lot of different influences in their music. From their earlier stuff, like their first ever album that they ever made, and then their first three albums were like very, very underrated, truthfully. Freaky Styley, the Uplift Mofo Party Plan, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers debut album. Very underrated albums, truthfully. I mean, they're not played that often live anymore because they only play like Californication. They play Blood Sugar Sex Magic. They play anything off By the Way. They're more commercial successful stuff. But Mother's Milk, to an extent, they'll play a lot of stuff there. But anyways, this band is such a unique band that came up at the perfect time. They started in 1983, so nearly 40 years ago they've been around. They've been around for a long time. Anthony Kiedis, Flea, at the time Hello Slovak, and Jack Irons, who later went on to do the drumming for Pearl Jam's 10, by the way, just saying. I personally love them. For a long time I was like, I just couldn't get into them. I'm not sure. Then I got into them. I was like, the light switch just switched on for me. Like, oh my God, this is a really great group. They really rock out hard. They rock out really really hard rock, but also really fast rock and fast riffs and bass playing. Flea is one of the best bass players I've ever heard of. I've ever heard on record. Hey, he can play anything really. He is such a, and he never would have. He was originally Flea's story is fascinating too. He was really a trumpet player. His stepdad was a jazz musician, all this stuff. And it was crazy. If you haven't read Flea's book, Acid for the Children, get on it. It's a really good read. I mean, I'm not the biggest book guy, but this is a really great book. And Scar Tissue as well by Anthony Kiedis. Very sad, very crazy story about these guys doing heroin, left and right. Anthony nearly died several times. It's actually terrifying to read how much heroin he did. He had hepatitis C and he got it cured. Check out his book Scar Tissue, guys. I read the whole thing from cover to cover. It's great. But Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're such a unique group. I mean, I guess it's why some people are like, I don't know if I want to get into them. I'm not sure, whatever. I understand that. All music is subjective. All art is subjective. I've said that before. But when you achieve greatness, you have to kind of accept some of it because they could sell out anywhere in the world. They could go anywhere in the world and sell out arenas or stadiums. It's crazy, or even clubs. And they've lived a very extravagant lifestyle to the fullest. I love their work. I was talking about their albums before, but I don't have any other albums on vinyl. I only stream their stuff, but it's great. But we're going to get on Blood Sugar Sex Magic or By the Way or Californication, whatever. But Mother's Milk had a hit single on it with cover of Stevie Wonder's Higher Ground. Great cover. It really rocks a lot. Then they got into Blood Sugar Sex Magic with the producer Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin originally produced his career start with the Beastie Boys, who produced License to Ill by the Beastie Boys. Listen, if you want to get into really good hip hop, check out Beastie Boys' License to Ill. One of the best, fastest selling hip hop albums ever, truthfully. It's really great. But he produced Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and he said, I'm never not familiar with their work, but let's see what we can do. Sure enough, we got some of their best songs came to life. Under the Bridge, Suck My Kiss, Give It Away, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Naked in the Rain, the Greeting Song, not the Greeting Song, but there's Breaking the Girl. Like, there's so many great songs on that record. I love that album a lot. And then John Frusciante left after that, and they got Dave Navarro. Then they got Californication back. I skipped over that on purpose. I mean, it's not a bad album. It's just not like the same as like the other ones. But like Californication, man, wow, what in the midst of K-pop and teen pop, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are thriving with hit singles like Scar Tissue and Other Side. Come on, guys, and Californication. Come on, guys, let's be real. I love that album too. Around the World is a bop, guys. Come on. What else is there? And then, by the way, in 2002, a lot of success. It's funny, when John Frusciante answers the picture, they have a lot of success. I'm not sure why. Maybe God just put it that way. I'm not the religious of a guy, but hey, John Frusciante brought them a lot of success. Then Stadium Arcadium with Danny California and Snow. Hey-O. Come on. They had a lot. In the early 2000s, they were bopping. I'm With You, and that's when John Frusciante left. But they still had success with I'm With You. With The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie. For those of you who know the song Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie, good for you. It's a great, great, great song. That bass line that Flea came up with is addicting. I've listened to it so many times. It's ridiculous. Great song. Of The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie. Check out that song. The Getaway in 2016. I mean, hey. Dark Necessities, anyone? That song is dark, man. It's a dark song. It's so good, too. It's so good. It has almost 350 million streams on Spotify. 350 million. It came out in 2016. Who would have thought, right? And then they just released Unlimited Love this year. I did a car review of that because I listened to when I was driving out one day, and I did a review of that. Check it out. But the Red Hot Chili Peppers have been around for so long. They've had so much success over the past 20, 25 years, truthfully, maybe almost 30, because 30 actually, since Blood Sugar Sex Magic. But they're kings of rock. They're kings of rap. They're kings of reggae. There's so much different elements in this one band that I love, truthfully, so much. Like you hear less now more than you did before, but it's such a great there's just so much good content with them. Like, it's really just great music overall. Like Can't Stop, By the Way, the Cypher song. There's so much really, 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 really good songs and really by them, and you can hear their evolution over time. Like with Stadium Arcadium, they did. I mean, they're really good at taking a riff and then making a song out of it, and they've done a lot. They've written over 200 songs, guys. It's madness. But anyways, I do have tickets for them later this year on their Stadium Tour, 2022 World Tour, I'm excited to go see that as well. And I'm really excited to see them live because I've heard they're actually really, 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 really great live. I've heard that before, and I've been disappointed. I'm not saying disappointed, but I heard a friend of mine was hyping up Green Day so much when I saw them on the Hell Mega Tour. I was like, oh my god, Green Day! I've heard they do stuff live. They were great, but they weren't my expectations were too high, I guess. And I saw them live and I was like, oh, that was great. I just didn't expect wow, this was a once in a lifetime experience. I've only experienced that a couple times with Bruce Springsteen and the A Street Band, U2, Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones, just a couple. Name a few off the top of my head. But the Chili Peppers I've heard are that good. Foo Fighters touched that level for me. I was like, wow, that was really great. Foo Fighters was awesome. But yeah, so long story short, Red Hot Chili Peppers, if you're watching out there listening to me, you guys are awesome. Can't wait to see you guys later this year on the 2022 Stadium Tour. Woo! Can't wait. So, anyways, there's some reasons why I think you should listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, their streaming numbers are higher than I thought they would be. I mean, they're just so old, but they are very successful. Their new album with Black Summer, that song is great. I love it personally. There's so much different lyrics and funk in them, and they're a really great band. If you haven't checked them out now whenever you get the chance to. But that's going to do it for this episode of Why You Should Listen To. So check us out. Hit the bell, subscribe, whatever you got to do. But for all of your Why You Should Listen To videos, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man, it's off the rock. And we'll see you later.